You are listening to the Beasty Bish podcast, presented by Painless Podcasts. Hey, this is Desmond Bishop, aka Beasty Bish. I would like to tell you about the Beasty Bishop Foundation. My foundation is geared toward the betterment of our youth. After all, the children are the future. So I've decided to dedicate a portion of my life to help make other less fortunate kids' lives just a little more fulfilling. I'm a firm believer that whom much is given, much is required. To find out more about the Beasty Bish Foundation, visit my site at DesmondBishop55.com. All right. I got my dog, man. My ace boom coon, man. We go back many moons. Nicholas Barnett. All right. So first, I gotta tell the story. But when I first met you, when you first came on my radar, right? So I was, I got drafted to Green Bay, and as a college kid, I didn't know what the players in the league, like, what I'm saying? I just knew the college players who I was competing. Yeah. I didn't know really unless they had, unless they was Ray Lewis or
they had some kind of pub.
Yeah, they got some kind of pub. So I didn't, you don't know most guys on the team. So, but I did know AJ Hawk, right? He got the pub. So when I got there, I was like, oh yeah, they got AJ Hawk and whoop-de-whoop. And then so, you start watching film of like the last year. And if it's one thing I know, is guys, like gamers, like who got all of the intangibles, got the skills, got the heart, got the want to. And I'm watching the film and I'm like, yo, like the media never talked about this dude, but he is cold. Like you inspired me to come up with a dance. Yeah. Pull the sword out. I was like, dude, that's the cleanest shit I've ever seen. I was like, I gotta give me a signature move. But so that's when you first popped up on my radar. Like it was like, dang, this dude is talented, and it really made me want to step my game up and my money game up too. Because one of the first memories I have, coming into the locker room, you go through like OTAs or you go through one of those camps, and then you get to a point where you kind of get your first little check or something. Mm-hmm. And I remember my first little signing bonus. It was like $56,000. And that was the most money I had ever seen in one time. Probably Pell Grant College, they hit you for like the 2,000 or something. Yeah. That was like the most. And to see a $56,000 check, I was like, oh man, like this is crazy. Like they gonna give me this to play football. That's to do this. Oh nigga. So I go to your locker was right, couple things down from mine. So I walk over to yours, and you upset. You upset about something. I'm like, I'm a rookie. I'm like, damn, what are you upset? Like, what's happening? Like, they ain't, like they was shorting you some money or something. You thought like something ain't right. So I'm nosing. I'm like, damn, like what you yeah, like I don't want to be on somebody else's money. But, and you was like, nigga, look at this. Like, this is wrong. And you showed me, and it was like hundreds of thousands. I was like, I was just gawking at my 56,000, and you mad because you got this damn shit was close to, I don't remember. It felt like it was close to damn near $1 million. And I'm like, nigga, like I'm getting this. Yeah. I was like, wow. But that connected it for me. It was like, oh, it feel like, oh, you can really get paid if you put that on the field, and so that was like, you was like my biggest inspiration though. I don't think I ever told you that.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm just out there trying to get that bread. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what? It's crazy. We were back here, 2 years ago at the pandemic. And we were sitting here, and I remember we were talking about a lot of memories about locker room and stuff like that. I mean, me and you, we won the film room game most of the time, and trying to be sneaky in the little murder mystery stuff. But now y'all just try to vote me out as soon as possible. So I didn't have nothing to put forward after that. But it was like an inspiration watching, how we came with it together from the bottom and then grind it. And then, unfortunately I had to take the little early exit out of that season and watch how you put it down and finish it. That was awesome, and that inspired me to want to keep playing. I'm like, yeah, I need to get back out there, but that, so it was fun. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, and to touch on what you said about the game, it's the Mafia game, right?
Yeah, the Mafia game. Yeah,
I don't know if people ever played that, but it's everybody.
Well, they playing some kind of game now. It's very similar to Mafia. It's on the video game.
Yeah, I see.
What I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, these niggas stole our game and they trying to make some money on it now. Yeah. So I don't know what it's called on the video game, but I seen my kids was playing it,
right?
And I'm like, oh, y'all in here playing Mafia.
Yeah, but so yeah, man, we had this golf tournament. I appreciate you for coming out. We're doing it for charity. It's for the kids. I don't know the exact number, but like mostly all of our proceeds are going, to charity. We partner with Opportunity House, and they're a big help for us. But half of the proceeds go to them, half goes to the Desmond Bishop Foundation. And so our ultimate goal is to build a school. But right now, we just trying to get a facility so we can have like a gym. And
a safe place to go and hone in your craft.
Right.
And whatever. You know what I mean?
Facts.
To get out there on the park. I mean, I feel like a lot of these crazy kids are going out doing crazy stuff. If they would have just goddamn went on a team or had a coach or somebody who could have, guided them to how to work with people and communicate with people. Because I feel like if I didn't have football, I'd been a caveman. I wouldn't know how to communicate with people or how to get to something where I don't have to go to the A gap. I might be able to skip over and go down to the B gap and still get my goal, And, and I think a lot of kids, without sports, you don't learn how to think on the go and move fast, and you get frustrated, and then you got to not do the wrong stuff. So yeah, I'm always out here for the support of that.
Yeah.
So appreciate you bringing me out so I can, MC some stuff and have some fun with it. Just bring some smiles and get some money out of some pockets out there.
Facts, big facts. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's real. Speaking of golf, how your golf game been? I seen you been golfing.
Man, I'm literally out here grinding every single day, like I'm trying to be a professional PGA player. But look, this game has really taught me some patience, though. Because I came in it like, all right, tripping, the ball don't move. You know what I'm saying? Target's over there. I'm for sure like, come on, this is not hard, but there is a lot of more different things that can go wrong in that little swing and everything else around it. What kind of grass we on? What kind of lie I'm on? Like so much stuff. So, but it's definitely it's not football, but it can take the place. Because I ain't about to put on no pads right now, but it's definitely taking the place for the that and bowling. Yeah, obviously, I'm a bowler. That's my little competitive stuff.
Right. So it sounds like you gotta continue to feed that competitive.
I'm a crackhead for competition. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it in with the bowling and what's the name, but man, and if you ask around in the city, I be where all the young dudes at hooping.
Yeah.
I still got a little hoop.
You know, a little hoopsie.
And so I be showing up at the runs. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, I'm in here.
Yeah.
I wonder what they think. Like, man, OG really in here still trying to hoop.
Oh, I hear. Kendrick Perkins looking at.
Talking on defense, mad when we lose. Nigga like, why this nigga taking this shit so serious? What's wrong with him? I'm like, bruh, I'm competitive. And like, come out there like, okay, I'm watching the game. Like, all right, who the best? Oh, he keeps scoring all the points, and I got him next.
You know how to pass. You're a facilitator. We out there really trying to win.
Right.
I tried to play. I was doing that for a little bit too, playing some hoop, and it's hard on your joints in the long run. Man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me try to find something I can do with my kids when I can still whoop their ass at when I'm 75, because pretty soon they're going to whoop my ass in all sports, right. But I still catch these hands though.
So being like physical, in the sport of football, like what's the mental aspect compared to football versus golf? Like, is it similar or?
All right. So here's like my biggest word. like for new guys coming in, athletes, competitive athletes or aggressive athletes, guys who play aggressive sports, they need, when you mess up, you get mad, you come back and you attack harder and you make the play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you miss a tackle, like next play, I swear to God, when I see him, I'm gonna knock his face mask off. Right. You can do that.
Yeah.
In golf, you shank a ball and you be like, I swear to God, I'm gonna crush this ball next time I hit it. You're gonna shank another one. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like literally be like, all right, you know what? Let me just hone this right back real quick. Let's get back into just nice and easy and smooth now. Don't need no more aggressive shit. So and that's where I'm at in my life right now. Hey, just nice and easy and smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. I just went deep into your crackhead right now.
That was the crackhead.
Like you want a challenge.
Yeah.
And since you can't, like, football is challenging, just all of the shit that goes.
Everything.
It's a challenge. Then once you take the field, tackling the best one, it's a challenge.
Right.
And so now, since you can't get that, like you sound like you saying, all right, what's the fucking most way I can challenge myself? To pick some shit that totally goes against my nature.
Goes against everything.
Just to compete, like you compete against your own nature.
Yeah, I'm competing against myself. Hey, that shit's spot on too. It's spot on. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna challenge my goddamn self. That's funny.
Hey, Robert. But you see, I think
I like that. That's exactly what it is too.
But I think it's that kind of thinking that why. And this is what I tell the little kids when they do something like not trying to win. I'd be like, that's why nobody can Google you. Yeah. Because this attitude that you have,
bro.
Like we're out here to keeping the score because we're trying to win.
Right.
So don't do dumb stuff that's going to not make us win. Like,
right.
Well, we can't Google y'all, bro.
But you know what? That's what it is. That's what it is, for sure. That's that chip on the shoulder. Like, and these kids sometimes... and it's on us because, I'm a coach as well as you coaching right now. It's like it's something that can be instilled as well. It should be instilled at home from the house, from the get-go, but sometimes it doesn't. Your parents can try all they want to. Mm-hmm. They need to hear from somebody else. So that's like our job right now. And that's my job with my kids, right? And I'm trying to tell them all this, but, and then they see me playing video games. Like you just said, you can't get nowhere playing no goddamn video games. I said, I did all this so I can play video games. Does that make sense to you now?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, so think about that. Now they juice. They're like, yeah, I gotta go hard so I can just play video games like that.
Hey, but that's it though. Whatever it takes. Whatever. And that's one thing I had to learn. I think with my son, because he shocks me. Like even today, I just had to film like our interactions.
Yeah.
And what he had was what we was just talking about. He was on a little slide thing. It's like a little backyard, little water slide thing. And kids never do what they're supposed to do with it.
Yeah.
So he wanted to run and jump on it and climb up the slide with water on it, but it's it's slippery. So 90% of the time he gonna fall and slide back down into the water. But he was like, "No, I want to do it again. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna run up to the top." And I'm like, "Dash, that's impossible." He said, "Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna do." I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "I don't want to put my limiting beliefs on."
Right? Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll film what you want to go. Keep going, and he just kept going. And he was falling, and he just kept going. I'm like, Dash, bro, like. And I was like, nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna limit him.
Yeah.
The motherfucker climbed all the way up and jumped to the top and was like, and I was excited. I was like, woo! And he was like, all right, he wasn't as excited as I thought.
I told you I did shit.
And it dawned on me like it wasn't the win. It was just
the climb,
the doing it. And I was like, damn, this little motherfucker he's something different. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, but that's that.
All you gotta do is put the right thing in front of him.
Yeah, that's that thing that we have. And I bet if we interview most of the guys in the league that you can Google and find some shit, it'll be like,
if you watch film and you see that one dude stepping out, guarantee you interview him. Like, the play, that guy you were talking about earlier. You get at recognizing the guy. They gonna have that. Mm-hmm. They gonna have that. And you know what I'm saying? There's players that can make plays. They be out there making plays. You know what I'm saying? They're cool. They make the plays they're supposed to make. Yeah. And they're like, okay, yeah, he's just good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's those guys that they're gonna get cut, roll up out that shit, flip up, jump up, hit another block, and make a tackle for loss. they got that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they took that cut early in the play.
Right.
It made them want to make the play even more. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to get up and get this and make this happen.
Right.
You know, now those are the guys you want. That's
right.
You know.
Yeah, like that's who we got to find.
Yeah, that's who you got to find. Yeah.
And as a coach, right? Because now in college you got to recruit. And when I first did it, it was hard. I was like, I don't really. Everybody looked good on the highlight, like.
Right.
So then now, as I'm getting better, I'm realizing like the highlight to me ain't a play where the quarterback overthrow it and you just right there and intercept it. Like that's luck.
You better not send that to me in your highlight. Right. You better not send
I'm looking for the thing that showed me something that you got cut and you got up and you got to it, which means that first you believed it. Right? Whatever it is, you believed that you was going to get there. And that's why you got there.
Right.
Because you truly
no matter what you knew, no matter what got in front of you, you were going to get there. I
was getting there. And I think it's the people who get cut and don't get there. I think it's you didn't believe it.
You didn't believe it. Yeah. You didn't believe it.
You just didn't believe it enough.
And you didn't even get up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I at least want to see that you thought you was going to make the play.
Yeah.
Like oh, okay, boom. Now I got cut. I'm out of the play. Nah, I need you to, You know what I'm saying? Like I look at film now and I'm looking at corners and I see people interceptions, you know, whatever, underthrown balls over there. Sometimes I be seeing people that go for interceptions and they just missed it. And I'm still like, that was a hell of a good ass play.
Right.
And even if they give up a touchdown though, but I want to see that effort, to make the play, not to just let him catch the ball and then you get a tackle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I rather
you took a chance.
Yeah, take a chance. Because if you make that play, this is a whole different game. Right. So you got to, you know what I'm saying, and then come out the next play and step up and play. So and that's all, you know, fortitude and mindset.
Right. It's mindset.
And just that gotta have that. Like I'm doing it. I don't give. What happens?
And so that's my biggest thing. Like, how do we? Because I see a lot of players who don't have that, and it's in my job. I be thinking every day. I think about like, how can I instill it into them? And so I came up with the conclusion before I really thought about it. And what I do, just naturally, like I was just on a Zoom call with him, and we was watching film, and something would happen, and instead of me just saying, okay, no, you should have just been in the flat right here. Or you should have just did this right here. You did it wrong. I try to explain to them why, and I give them evidence, right? Like the quarterback got it and turned his hips to throw it, and his eyes wasn't looking at the quarterback. He was looking at something else.
Right.
So I tell them like, look, imagine yourself looking at the quarterback right now, and then now imagining what you did. Now imagine what you really would have done.
You would have got the interception. Instead of the tackle.
You would have got the interception instead of the tackle. And that's what I'm trying to get you to. I don't want the tackle's cool. Everybody can do that. Right. I want you to pick six it. And he was like, and before I said that, he said, you want me to pick six it? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. See, but that sometimes they don't know that.
No,
they don't know. They're like, you just want me in the flat. No. We want you to eliminate the play, not just be a part of the play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, you know, players can get caught in that little stagnant. Like we've seen it though. We've seen it. Like, bonk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna name no names, but good players came in, hella talent. When they first got there, they had that it, and then all of a sudden they just fell a victim to the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just took on the block.
Right.
Instead of like still, they want you to take the block on, but fuck that, go make the play now. Yeah. You did what you were supposed to do, now go make the play. Right. Yeah. But,
and even if you gotta olay them. I olayed them, got back to it.
As long as you make the play. But you gotta have that belief. You can't do a half-ass olay and then try to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go get it.
Right. And it's crazy to me because I think in that level of thinking, right, it manifests itself on the field, right? So guys who really think like that make plays and they're good and everybody like them and all that stuff. But and I'm going to get a little on the bitter side of it right now. This is what makes me think like the people who make the decision on who should be on the team, they don't understand that. They only can see the manifestation. Oh, he's kind of good, but they don't know like why.
Right.
They don't know why. And as players, you know why somebody good beyond how fast they are, how strong they are. Like you see that
because you're grinding with them every day.
Yeah, and you see that they don't have to go with the system. They can like create their own system in a way.
I think most all GMs, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, don't start from a place of because they got to have some kind of talent evaluation to get there.
Right.
But then I think once they get into the office, I think there's more powers to play. You know, whose guy are you drafting? Which one of the coaches? You know, that kind of not like me. If I was a GM, I'm going. I want to see dudes. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't even care if this dude was projected to go first round. If he's the baddest player out there, I'm gonna go get him. But they're worried about the perception sometimes of the public. Like, oh, if we don't get him, our fans gonna be mad that we didn't grab a receiver for Aaron. Now Aaron is mad because we picked up Justin Love. You know what I'm saying? They just, they gotta, you gotta just get dogs. Yeah. So we're playing football, bro. Right. We are not playing baseball. My bad. No, I'm just joking with y'all. But it's you need some dogs out there. You know.
And and that's another part that I learned in like being retired and just sitting back and going back on it all and looking at the landscape of it now is like players like us. We're like for real players. Right. We got that grind. We got that chip. We hungry. We got all of that.
We getting better in the off season.
Yeah. But the game is not really the game. It's a business.
1,000%.
And I don't think you can all the way blend that player side with the business side, especially if you don't understand that it's a business, because they tell us all the time, it's a business, it's a business. And you hear it and you know it. But like I didn't download what that meant.
It's hard to download when you're downloading Beast 5.0. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're trying to stay in 5.0, and then they want you to put on PR 2.6 at the same time. Like you know what I'm saying? You have to do what makes you that player to be that player.
Right.
But now if I could go back, and I think I could blend it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know the role. I know the role you need to take. I tell you what, I had a lot of orange camel on. They would have knew me as the best hunter out there. No, but I'm saying, there is a thin line,
You'd have been golfing earlier.
I would have been golfing a lot earlier.
It's okay. Win or lose, who cares?
Who cares?
Next one.
I can't have that.
Next one.
That's not what makes me,
Yeah.
But, so like, what's intriguing, like as far as we get into this next stage of life and we're looking at the coach thing. I'm not trying to go as far as probably you're doing right now. I wasn't. It's like I'm just trying to coach my kids now. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple of internships with Green Bay and stuff like this. It really is like to get a coaching job. It's about the people you know.
Yeah. And
which like opportunity, like you could have so many great relationships with coaches in your past, but if they are not the ones in control of, what brings you out there, you're not going to get a job out there. So I was just thinking about that because I was like, man, you know what? Like if Bish is out here coaching right now, there's no reason he shouldn't be coaching in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like think of how many whack ass linebacker coaches out there right now. And I'm not saying this to offend anybody out there, but over half of linebacker coaches in the NFL, I think, don't know what they're doing because I'm watching people on a film that look like shit and that are getting paid millions of dollars to do the correct, just fundamental stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know and I feel like our position is getting diluted and it doesn't even look the same no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't know. They're taking the importance away from it. I don't know what's going on. Are the coaches bad? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like that too. No disrespect to no NFL coach. Or no coach, period. But as a linebacker in all my body of work, like, and man, I really don't want to offend any of my coaches, but all of the stuff that I learned as a coach, and I had no idea as a player. Like I was like, why didn't nobody tell me this little simple thing? I was like, oh wait, because they didn't fucking know.
They didn't know.
Because to know this, you gotta blend the schematic of it with actually playing and experience.
Knowing at the same possible. Time.
It's like,
for sure.
But
knowing if it's possible, and then knowing, like, now the game looks so different for me. Like right now, just looking at it, it's so simple. Yeah, like it's like what I was really watching this play 1,000 times, and it's the simplest shit ever. Like. Just carry the three, wall the three. Yeah. Just wall the three, nothing else.
You got a gap.
You got a gap.
You got to see it's like.
Get there. Yeah, it's like, there. Like don't let everything, But and it's kind of like the blueprint of life, right? Like, it's really simple. right? Like you think about it, like there's a lot of shit that we come up across, you know what I'm saying? Like we get cut, you know what I'm saying, on running to make the tackle. All you gotta do is get the fuck up and go make the play, right? Let's just keep it that simple. And if you don't make the play, try again next time hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't get cut next time, or just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep making those little adjustments. Right. You know what I'm saying? And all right, next time I'm going to change my stance. Right. And I'm going to make this shit crack. And that's what, like, you know, this game really does. It correlates to the game of life. Yeah. Except for you take real hits out here on the streets.
Yeah, no, that's real, though. That was deep.
Right. Hey, you want us to get on? We gotta get on a script now. He said, "Y'all done threw that out, though."
But yeah, no, that was deep, though.
Yeah, man.
What you think about Ocho and the boxing?
Oh my gosh, bro! You know, all right. So you know, I played with Chad in Oregon State. You know, he came up there from a year from. You know, what I'm saying, that's when we should have been national champions. Honestly, I swear to God, we would have smacked anybody that year. We did lose one game to Washington.
Why didn't y'all? You guys on probation?
No, we got to the Fiesta Bowl and we smacked Notre Dame. But you know, like if there was a college playoff situation, I think we definitely would have won a national championship. You know what I'm saying? Like if we wouldn't have lost against Washington, we get put into the game or whatever. But whatever. Anyway, but Chad came up there. He was woofing, you know how we was Oregon State. We had a lot of kids from Stockton, Sacktown, from Oakland. You know, we were basically a JC transfer school.
So y'all was a hood team.
Basically, long story short. But so like, you know, we was nonstop fighting with Chad up there. So he's like, to say that he's the exact same that he was. You know what I'm saying? Then just had a little more money, a little bigger platform, you know, got a little bit more crazy. Leather pants became tight leather pants, you know, different stuff. But the kid has always been an athlete, right? So I watch straight MMA fights. I watch everything, all combat sports. Like that's my little hobby. I watch, you know what I'm saying? I seen Nate Robinson get knocked out. He definitely didn't look like he knew how to box. You know what I'm saying? Definitely didn't know. It looked like he didn't know how to even fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He tried to tackle the man with his jaw, but stuck that straight out there. But Chad actually, you know what I'm saying, looked like he knew how to squabble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just it was moving around with him. Yeah. I thought he, you know, had a good showing out there. I think, you know, that's the kind of exhibition like I would like to see of our ex-athletes fight. You know what I'm saying? Not nobody that actually can't fight, just going out there and fight. Like bring somebody out, you know what I'm saying, that can fight. Let them I'll pay for that. But I ain't paying for Jake Paul to knock out Nate Robinson. Right. Yeah. You know, that was sad.
That was brutal.
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him too.
And I feel like they kind of gave us the stigma that, and even when Chad got knocked down, you know, some of the real boxers say like, oh, you know, this ain't like playing football, you know what I'm saying? And I get it because it's just reps, right? Like they just got more reps than us, so you know, there's no way that we can make up for that amount of time. But just being athletes, you know what I'm saying, just like Chad did, he had a nice showing, and you know, just being an athlete, and not being a football player, but just being aware of yourself. Yeah. Like you ain't going in there like, you know what I'm saying, like Nate Robinson.
Yeah, you ain't going there.
Like,
that just...
He was, I don't know what the hell.
I don't know if he was, like, he had money on the game, like, he was throwing the fight, but he stuck that chin straight out there. Right. Like, but it's like for Chad, he did knock down. Yeah. But I thought he won the whole fight.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got knocked down, but he got knocked down for, like, a little small technicality. Just didn't hold the phone up on that ear. Right, yeah. He just dropped that.
Just a lot of inexperience.
That's what I'm saying. The same thing, like, if you go out there, somebody, like in football, you know, just one little small mental mistake that you made, then you correct it. But if we don't have that experience, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to throw one of these and catch, you know, he ain't putting up holding that phone, you know what I mean? But whatever. It looked good, though. I mean, I thought he looked straight, you know?
And no disrespect to boxers, though, because I know it's hard.
Oh, that's hard shit.
You know, I don't want to be a Monday morning quarterback on that, but all I'm saying is like, even with me, I'm putting it on wax too, so I might get called out on it. But like, I'm not. You just not finna knock me out. I don't care like how, like, you know what I'm saying, like how, especially not an amateur like a Logan Paul, you know, a Paul or nothing. You gotta be. You know, you got to be really been in the sport for a long time and know all of the angles and stuff. Other than that.
I mean, I would need about 5 months to train for them because they've been training. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Reps, yeah, they've been training, but you ain't going to catch me. I ain't going to jump in the ring with them after a month. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in boxing shape right now. That's a whole different shape. so smooth out.
Second round.
Yeah, because you're so tired, you ain't want to hold your guard up no more.
You don't know how to breathe.
Yeah, breathe.
You got a mouthpiece in. Big ass mouthpiece look like.
For real. You can't even swallow with that moment in your mouth. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of boxing though. I got into it a couple years ago, and I never really been a boxing fan. Just more of a casual Tyson fighting, Mayweather fighting. I'm tuning in, and always rooting for the Black American fighters, just off top. Like I think, and it's just my opinion. I think all Black we should be on code like that, even if it's for something as small as a sport.
I root for whoever I like now, because I just can't root for, you know what I'm saying? Like if I like the underdog.
Yeah,
I like the underdog.
Yeah, me too. I
don't care who it is. I just want to see the underdog win.
Yeah, and that's cool too, because I'm like that too, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. Man, who's supposed to lose the fight?
Yeah. Who's supposed to lose?
I'm watching the odds. What's the negative through? Who's supposed to lose? Him? All right, let me watch him and let me see where his mind is. And see if bro gonna win or he ain't got. I
usually tell in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can tell quick.
He ain't gonna do
it. but nah, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I'm a fan of boxing. But no, I do like to go for the Black fighters, right? So I got to throw that out there. Yeah. So even like now, so Earl Spence is fighting Manny Pacquiao.
Well, I like Earl Spence though.
And Earl Spence, I like Earl Spence. One of my favorite fighters. Him and Terrence Crawford, my two favorite fighters. But I got a feeling I feel like he gonna lose.
Manny Pacquiao's a hard fighter.
Because when I watch Manny Pacquiao and I watch Spence, like he got that something. I don't know what these people talking about.
Yeah.
And he got heart. When you hit him, he gonna hit you back. Like that's like you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to beat a dude like that. And I kind of feel like I don't know if Spence is all the way
battle tested like that.
Well, I don't know. I think he got heart. Like I think that at that point, I think just who he is from what I've seen. Right. I'm like, okay, he got that.
Yeah,
dog.
He's
going.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. I just think Manny Pacquiao is just gonna be too skilled for him.
He's just coming from so many angles. That is a hard fighter to fight.
Yeah,
it's just so much too.
Yeah, and I think Spence because he a dog, so he gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker challenging. I'm gonna catch him though. Yeah. I'm gonna get him though, and But I just think he gonna just edge him out a little bit.
Get into that exchange.
He ain't gonna be able to catch Manny.
Are they fighting for real?
Yeah, they fighting for real. August 21st, and that came out of nowhere.
That's gonna be a huge fight.
And then he said he won. I just seen that he said he won Terrence Crawford next after the Manny.
Damn.
So he got to beat Manny because I want to see that fight.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Terrence waiting for that though.
Yeah,
Terrence needed a lot more bigger fights. He just couldn't get those big fights. He got big fights, but like he deserves big pay-per-view money. Yeah, right, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a talent like that, and he just can't seem to get it. And that'd be his opportunity there.
And I think, I don't know the whole gist of it, but I think it's a lot to do with Bob Arum, his promoter. Yeah. I like Terrence Crawford. It ain't like no way he shouldn't be a household name. And not just amongst Black people, but in America, the dude is a boxing fan
in combat sports.
He a family man too.
Good dude
from the hood, got shot. Changed his life, right? The American story.
I feel like all the good guys don't get love though, right? You know what I'm saying? They want to pub a story of just a John Jones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? John Jones is a good guy, don't get it wrong. Yeah. But he keeps putting up different media stuff for the media to grab onto, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it may he's really actually really good dude. Right. But it makes it look like he's a villain, right? Yeah. So they pub the villain. Right. They don't pub the they don't pub
he too nice.
Too nice.
Because the dude went to welterweight and has stopped every fighter. Right. Even if the argument is that he ain't fighting good fighters, he's still sleeping them. And ain't that what we coming to watch the sport for?
He fighting everything they got though. It's just his class right now.
You can see the BS in it because at 1 minute he knocking people out, so it's like, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. Yeah. Then when you watch a Devin Haney and he outbox you, Shakur Steven outbox you for it, you saying this motherfucker boring. So it's like,
you can't win.
Knock out, or do you want to be boring? Because he knocking people out, stopping them. And you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
and like Mayweather, you think he's boring, but it's like try to hit them. You know what I'm saying? Like isn't that the game? To hit, not be hit. Right. Yeah.
And they want to see you.
Then they want you to be a boxer if you're a slugger. Like, you just can't win.
No, you can't win with it.
Unless you you got that Sugar Ray, you got both for everything.
Yeah, right.
You know, they can't deny you. It's he can put all defense on you, then knock your ass out.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what, we all can't be the GOATs.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was listening to Sugar Ray on like hot boxing. And just, the stories he was telling, I was like, damn, he got that same, like, like, can't nobody beat me. Like, I'm doing whatever it takes to win. I'm like, yeah, see that? Like, it's.
What'd you think? Did you watch the Mayweather fight?
Against
Logan?
Yeah, I watched most of it.
I thought Logan did all right, though.
Yeah, he did cool.
Like, I mean, because I thought he did better than Conor McGregor.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
I mean, obviously, Mayweather didn't train like he trained for that fight, but I was thinking
but McGregor did all right, though.
He did all right, though.
He was kind of like, he had his little moments.
But after he got tired, it was done. It was over with. It was donezo. He was out. He couldn't even move.
Right.
But, yeah. I was just wondering, because like, I was looking at Mayweather's face after the fight, and he didn't look super happy about it. Like, he looked...
Oh, yeah, because he know that... He probably lost a little bit.
He lost. It was a realization that it's like, damn, I'm not a guy like that.
Yeah, no more. He was going all out in the ring against him.
I thought there was times that he was really trying to, and I think he was disappointed that he didn't get the effect that he wanted off of his punches, and he was like, oh shit, I think I might have lost a little something. Yeah,
like this is what it feels like.
It is what it feels like. He gonna approach niggas different in the club now after that.
When we're taking each and going
no more calling nobody out right now. He might get back in the gym after that one. He might be like, fuck it, I'm about to get back in it.
He said I was like, I am not going back to boxing.
He said no.
Beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But now, and I'm sure even if he were to get back and train for a fight, mentally he would do what it take. Like, I got to tap back into that hunger.
Yeah.
But man, like,
he might not have time. Man.
And you know what? That's what it is too. It ain't even like you can tap back in. Like, you either got it or you don't. You can't like lose and be like, hold on, let me go.
Not in boxing.
Go work out again.
I can go work out and get swole, right? But like, you don't just work out, nigga, and get like. Be the best boxer in the world again. Like after you took some time off and especially at that, like maybe heavyweight, you can do that because like you can come back like an Evander and knock somebody out because all it takes is one smack. You know what I'm saying in that, but like to be Floyd, shoulder rolling, boy, you got to have every little piece of everything you ever had to really get out of that. But I ain't seen his face like that since he was shook in the fight. I can't remember, but like that's what made me.
You felt that from him?
Yeah, like I saw his face, like he was like disappointed. Like so, I was like, I felt kind of bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that feeling. I've been out there shooting. Like,
welcome, son. Put your arm around him and you're like, come on, man.
I know that feeling, bro.
Put the head down, had that talk with him. Like, look, man. Come on, man. You ain't nothing you can say. Just here a couple of tissues, man.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. You did good when you was out there.
Now you can transition to pick up basketball or golf.
Yeah. I was just thinking that like, this thing better grab some clubs. I said, this boy better grab some clubs because he is done boxing, bro. He is done. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. What was colder though, Green Bay or Buffalo?
You know what? Green Bay is colder than Buffalo for sure. But when it snows, Buffalo just like blizzards, straight blizzards, because we get that lake effect off that lake, and the wind blows out. It's just like I think we were like 6 feet one time. Like buried in your house, got to get, you know what I'm saying? Coaches had to come get us out. Not coaches, but, staff had to come get us out with the, for real.
Yeah. Green Bay.
So teams had like guys who like their job is just go and just snow plow you guys out of your homes.
Well, it wasn't all the time. So they basically had, I don't know who we would call them when we was in Green Bay, but that crew. Yeah. They had the whoever shoveled out the stadium. That's what they had come out.
The cleanup crew.
The cleanup crew, rescue crew.
That's and I don't know if they was necessarily like on staff, but it was more like you just kind of.
Well, in Green Bay, they just put a bulletin up like, "Yo, anybody want a hamburger sandwich and $5 cover shovel." No, but it was like something they give you something like to come help shovel out the stadium, which was a pretty cool tradition though, because a lot of people didn't really get to go to games either. You know what I'm saying? Games ain't cheap out there, honestly. So a lot of people just go out there and shovel that out. That bike experience,
right? Just to be a part of
something. Like when I was a kid, I used to go out there and shovel it out for $20 an hour or whatever it is. I think they take care of them pretty good.
That's kind of dope, though. That's kind of dope to like for a team to really be a part of the community like that, and because I don't know, it seemed like other teams are not like that.
Everywhere I went, they tried. It was like they were like breaking ground. I felt like trying to be, but it's. Because they want that fan base,
right? And because at the end of the day, it's just business.
It's just business, It is what it is. Like, there's no loyalty. Shoot, fans don't have loyalty. Some fans don't. Some fans like, you know what? I don't even want to be a Packer fan no more. I'm gonna be a Viking fan, But you have to do stuff as a team to keep those people,
Yeah, right.
And that's why it's a business.
I don't know if that was a good analogy. I don't know if you think a Packer would go Viking.
No, that was a stretch.
I was about to say
that was a stretch. I had to throw it out there
because I was like me. I think
that's a full change of culture, right there.
Yeah, that's like you might as well move.
You might just go ahead and get up out of it. You're just trying to be an asshole now. Right. You just want to be a Vikings fan in the Green Bay community, just to be an asshole. Right. You know what? I hate all these guys. I'm going to be a Vikings fan now and just show up with purple and yellow.
That far from go from Packers to Vikings, doesn't that just make an open season on anybody?
Well, yeah.
I did that too, actually.
You did that too, yeah.
I did that too.
I mean, it's different when they got paychecks in front of you, when you're a fan, you got to be loyal to your team, right? They ain't paying you to switch teams.
Right.
But like, I would have went wherever, they pay you, so you got to go. Nah, I would never be a traitor like Desmond Bishop.
Right. and the thing, and I think that was my thought process in that was it wasn't thinking business.
Right.
Because they told me it was a business, but nobody really taught me what business is. And business is just a relationship that you have. It's just a certain relationship, but every relationship, big or small, has an element of business. It's transactional.
Yeah.
And in the NFL, that kind of business, that kind of transactional, you really would need to go to school and study and get mentorships on business to understand the business of the NFL. Like I didn't understand views, man, advertisers paying you money and all that, we didn't know none of that. So when I made my decision, and it's probably one of my biggest mistakes and the reason why in the battle between logic and emotion, I'm on the side of logic, is because of this moment, right? I went with my feelings. So I could have went to the Chiefs because remember the assistant DA, the assistant GM
Snyder.
No, it was the other one. He was an assistant GM, and then he went to the Chiefs and became the GM there. White dude, tall, kind of friendly guy.
Is that John Dorsey?
Dorsey.
Yeah.
So Dorsey went there, and he was texting me like, "Bish, come on, man!" Like,
yeah.
And I'm thinking like, oh, GMs when you get cut, or GMs are all gonna hit your phone up. So I'm not knowing that I got the plug to the man.
Yeah.
Right. I show you, in business, you always go with the politics, right? Most of the time, especially when it's in your favor and it's, to help you out. But but I wanted to go to Minnesota. And the part of the reason why I wanted to go to Minnesota was because I felt like, I get to play against Aaron Rodgers 2 times.
Right, yeah.
And he the best. Like, I don't even, to me, he's the best. So why I want to go play against the best at least 2 times of the year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't thinking of it as a business or as Packer versus Viking fan, because that's the fan thing. We just it's business. Sorry, y'all.
We just play football.
Yeah, we just here to get our money in. Like, you know what I'm saying? They try to make us, but our transaction is you just paying me to do a job, and I'm just here to do a job, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's like your faucet break and the plumber come in to fix it. And you talking about, hey, plumber, make sure you talk to me and make sure you,
right.
Like, what you talking about? But anyway,
I'm here to fix your plumbing.
Yeah, like, that's it. But I lost my train of thought. Keep on sideways.
I was like, plumbing, huh?
But yeah, so it was business. So we there to do a job. So I ended up going to Minnesota, like, for that reason. And my agent was there. I like Minnesota City. And it was all like emotional things. I like the city.
Right.
My agent was there. It's cool.
There's a big allure there.
Yeah, I get to play against Aaron Rodgers, right? Instead of saying, wait, my political connection, especially in the game of extreme nepotism, which I didn't know
exists.
Yeah. Yeah, I was an easy plug. Now I'm at the very least I'm somewhere. So then I go to the Vikings, and then I'm just totally unwanted.
Yeah,
like they didn't appreciate who I was.
Right,
and players know, like, we know who the fuck good. Like, stop playing, right? So, and it was situations where, like, at the end of the last preseason game, it was in the paper. I read the paper. I think Geeta sent me the clipping, like, oh yeah, Desmond Bishop, we don't know if he's gonna make the team because we don't know. We got to see something. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they don't know who I am. They don't. Okay. Strapped up, went out there, killed it. But I had already been killed anyway. Yeah. So I killed it even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then the season started, and then I'm like behind somebody. They got me behind somebody weak who ain't got the shit. Like, it's manifested. You can see it also, but you just know.
Yeah.
Like, and he's a good player, no, but I'm just better. Like, let's go.
Right.
But so they was like, nah, we don't know. So finally, the fourth game, the GM called me and was like, all right, we're going to start you this game. You know what I'm saying? So, get ready, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then the D coordinator came up to me and was like, yeah, I just got the news upstairs that you're starting. He was like, I just want you to know, I don't think this is the right move. And if it was up to me, you wouldn't play. So I'm just, as a man, I'm just being honest with you about how I feel about the situation with DC. And then he goes off, and I'm like, dang, I was like, where the hell did I just land?
Yeah.
Like, what the, man. And I was like, and I was mad. I remember thinking to myself, if I ever seen him in the alley, boy, he get that work.
Wow.
For the disrespect. But, so I was like, damn, all right. So then the game I start, so I ended up starting anyway. I ended up doing good, but I ended up tearing my ACL that same game. And I was like, it broke my heart for many, many reasons. You hate being hurt, and you miss the season. You just tore it last year, so you finally healthy a little bit, and then you do it again. But the biggest reason why I was mad was because I wanted that coach, what he said to me, I was going to show him.
Yeah.
And I was going to show you that what you think or whatever you thought, I'm about to change your mind beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
It won't be a reasonable doubt when I'm done with your bitch ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that was like my motivation. And I was going, and I had put my mind to it, and I was going to do it. It was already like, it wasn't I think I'm going to get up off the cut.
I'm about to fuck this shit up now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that pains me that I couldn't correct him.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I was gonna show you, bitch ass, sucker.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I feel that.
what was your experience like getting released? Like, what?
I kind of knew it was coming, right? Like, just because of everything going on. Like, I balled out. I think every time I would touch the field that I was starting, it was positive, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, Like I had mistakes out there. Everyone does. But I thought overall I affected games and I played good. You know what I'm saying? I always practice hard. So I gave everything I had to play. But like when the first time from Green Bay, I was like, I knew I was going to get another job. Like, cause I have enough film and you know what I'm saying? I played, I'm healthy, you know, I'm going to play. But I was sad because I've been there for so long. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like I liked, you know, it was the comfortableness of being there and being a dog. But like, when I got cut, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go off, and I can't wait to play these motherfuckers so I can, you know what I'm saying, hopefully get a chance to, you know, show them that I shouldn't be gone. Right. But, you know, it never happened. But I just try to, you know, as a business though, like, you know, I mean, I couldn't be mad at Green Bay because they gave me so much money and took care of my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard. You know, it is what it is. They still owe me some money though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying there's some years that left on that contract that I feel they should have honored. But, you know, but I was still blessed that, you know, still have, opportunity to be in the NFL in the first place, and that they drafted me and they thought I was, you know, good enough to be a Packer. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know, overall, it's a good feeling. You know, you don't like it. You know, you know, I didn't know I was going to play 11 years. I was just happy. I was just first like, let me get 5 real quick. Let me get another contract. Then like, oh shit, I got 8. Let me go ahead and try to get 10. You know, let me sneak this last one out real quick. You know, get that little 401k right. You know, but so overall, it was a blessing. Like just to do it and go through it and you know, I mean, we met so many people, been so many places. It's a lot of other stuff I could say, but I ain't gonna say it online. But we've had an experience of a lifetime. Yeah. I'm just saying, we've had an experience of a lifetime. I
have no idea what you're
I plead the fifth. But, you know, it's crazy. You know, we drove cars that we dreamt about driving. Flew planes that you didn't even know we was gonna fly. You know, all that. Did some stuff that we didn't think we was gonna do. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. That's just a general statement that I'm saying. You know, So it's a blessing, man.
Right. That's a dope perspective.
I mean, you ain't got no choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to take the dopeness out of it. Yeah. Like, you can't harbor that bitterness inside of you. Because when I watch football, I'm like, fuck these whack ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, no, it's still like I can't. It's their time to shine now. Yeah. No, I got to be a fan and enjoy it.
I definitely feel like I love watching the new players ball and then shine. Yeah. I love it.
Especially when they deserve it. Like, you know, because I know who deserves it. You know, and as a player at home, you sitting there and you're like, why are they pubbing this motherfucker right here? Like, he's trash. Right. Like, just because he made the tackle, like, he had nothing to do with that tackle, man. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain players, you know, everybody know. They like, they can have no stat line that game. And you like, he balled out in that game. Right. No tackle, no sack, but everything that offense had to do was because they were trying to stay away from that man. Right. You know, and there's Donald, you know, there's only a couple players out there like that, you know, that you respect and as far as that game like that.
This is riveting content.
This is riveting content right here.
Riveting.
This is the texting segment of the episode.
Yeah, this is texting. This is when you like.
Shit, where's my phone at?
This is when the listeners just kind of sit back with a moment of silence and think to themselves.
Reflection. Yeah.
To like, man, did I just enjoy what I just? Did I like it? You ask yourself the question, and if you've been on here for this long, for longer than 5 minutes, then that means yes. All right, because the average brain, when it doesn't like something, it only watches it for 8.72 seconds. Yes, I just made that up, but I think it's kind of accurate.
That's how long your average football play is.
Right.
That's why that sport does so well.
Yeah, exactly. Perhaps that you guys like it, because this is conversations that we get to have in like private, kind of. So it's kind of good to like get it out on wax. But I just hate the interview style of it, where I got the questions. So. And I was looking at that wrong, though. It's like, that's just like, you can touch on it, but just have an organic conversation and then.
Yeah. That's what he's trying to set up, so.
Sure. I guess the other podcast that I watched felt, or listened to felt like, scripted. Like most of the ones that I listened to.
Yeah.
Scripted. in it. It'd be still good.
It's some good podcasts where they start with the topic and then they roll through it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like
I feel like hot boxing is kind of like that.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? It's just wherever. And Tyson just going to his left. Yeah. Like that shit fire to me. Like you can tell it's like not scripted. And then not to start the podcast over again, but I got this as a player, like I had this weird thing of like things feeling scripted. Like if I knew what was kind of gonna happen, and I can like, it's scripted and it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Almost like. You know, they say like Kobe, he go to that same spot and shoot like 100 million times. Like I understand that that's like the goal to get to. I mean, that's like the process that you go through to get it. But I feel like I'd rather just game on I don't know where I'm gonna go. Just he was over there and I went here and you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's like. To me, that's the greatest, not the person who practices like scripted a little bit. Yeah. I don't know why I feel like that though, but
I was just thinking this the other day when I was like, because now I'm coaching, I see stuff in a different aspect, right? You know, like I'm like, just go here, motherfucker. But I'm thinking like I didn't really know exactly where I was supposed to go all the time. Yeah, like I would just like know where I'm supposed to line up, right? And the ball hiked and people started moving and shit, and then I just like. Yeah. Oh, all right. Let me fall in here. Right. And it just so happens to be the right spot because it's set up that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not the right spot, but it's the right spot that play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to have some of that in you where assignment is kind of in there. Yeah. But like you got to tune that out. And I feel like it's like a little cloud, right? And you're just seeing it and it's like moves, boom, boom. And then you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm going there. You know what I'm saying? And then like, oh shit, that hole open. I'm going in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, it closed. I gotta go across. It's up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be super committed either. Like when they start moving, I'm gonna shoot that backside A gap. That backside A gap might not be open. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like you can't you're like, boom, just let it and then you just gotta go with it, like and just
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can feel it.
It's just you, like, and it's like your own bubble, and whatever you want to do in that bubble, you can do. Like I'm about to make this.
It's not there. Let it move.
It's like slow motion in your bubble.
In your mind, the play seems like like an hour long because you're like, oh shit, you're like damn, and you can hear a couple niggas try to push it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going.
And that's all 4 seconds.
That's like all 4 seconds.
That's like a DMT shot where they say they experience like a lifetime or it's hella minute. It'd be like 12 minutes went by.
Yeah, and then you
that's why you get high off of it.
That's what you got, and then you got to roll up off of whatever you on and try to look for the signal. This before we had the helmet shit. You look at your eye might be inside. Like, you know when you hear somebody and it still feel like your shit like this, and your eye like pushed inside of your face, and you try to be like, is he touching his arm or his hand? And shit. I swear to God, I've had that a couple times, man.
Yeah. But it was like you're so focused on the mission that like a concussion.
Yeah.
Like couldn't stop, like or any kind of pain. Or I remember my first play, I went in and I dislocated. I think I hit Scott Wales at like practice, and I hit his chest, and all my fingers just snapped. All 3 of these middle ones was dislocated, and I grabbed my hand, you know, like, what the fuck? And I looked over to the sideline, and I was like, I gotta come out. I was like, nigga, I ain't coming out. Click, 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 click. And then just playing with a fucked up. And one of them I couldn't get back because, you know, that should be hard.
Yeah, man. It's like
you need the people to do it.
Yeah, pull it and pop. Yeah.
And one of them, boom, and then so it was like, happy they got it. I was like, can you take these up? He's like, let me see what happened. He's like, man, you just dislocated like all 3 of these fingers. I've never seen this before.
That boy was trying to fire them hands.
So he taped it up. And I went back. I was like, nah, I can't. Like my pain, it ain't gonna stop me. Like I'm out there. I'm in the game.
Bro, if I don't stretch right now, I don't even want to go on a walk. Right. Like, nah, I ain't feeling right today. My hamstring tight. They was out there playing with high ankle sprain, fractured hand. I couldn't now imagine I'd be like, you gotta sit your ass down, bro. But that's the name of the game. But right.
So tell me, how do you like accept that, like, or not? Do you accept? Do you even feel like damn, I'm being a bitch right now. Like I would never, like
I mean, this pandemic kind of messed me up pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the gyms were closed, and I don't really like working out at the house. Like, I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to go out, like, boom, music pumping. I'm like, you know, see, but I want to go shoot some basketball. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying, around people. So I got lazy. I wouldn't even say lazy because I was playing golf every day. I was playing 218s, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a different kind of shape. Right. And then I started seeing a little something hanging on the sides that I ain't used to see it. And I was like, all right, now you can't let yourself go like that, my nigga. So I started riding bikes, all kind of shit. I'm cardio right now. Because then you can't let that shit go like that. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be a point where I don't think so. I can't feel it. I can't feel it. Like I'm at my worst right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll let it go, but you know,
me too. I feel you.
It's
I reached a point, man. I got to I was like 270 something, bro, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Can't do it.
This nigga out here nose tackle.
He was saying to me like, you used to play in the league? Yeah. He was like, you used to D tackle? Like,
that's you. Like, all right.
Yeah, this ain't cool.
I gotta get right. At least right now, like I was super skinny too because I was doing too much cardio, not eating right. But it was like, oh, you play receiver? I was like, damn. I was like, I'm about to start eating shakes and shit again. Get back right. About to get back on my bars, man. Damn.
All right. Oh, but before we got to talk about A-Rod.
Oh shit.
We got to talk about A-Rod.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it, man.
You don't want to talk about it? No. I mean, like, what do you think is happening? He just...
You know, here's the issue, right? I cannot really comment on it because I don't know what the fuck Aaron wants. He hasn't stated nothing or said nothing, right? Like, right. And so, like, it leaves fans and ex-players, too. Everybody keep asking me, what the fuck's up with Aaron? I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on, you know? But as a business, I feel... the president too, like, this guy's a complicated fellow. I mean, shit, he is a little complicated, right? Like, but you guys are a complicated organization too,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You don't have no security, so it's like I don't know where to come in and comment at, right? Like, because I don't know what he wants, and I don't know what the problem is. Right. No one's saying shit except for he wants out. Why? Nobody's saying why. Yeah. Do you know? Because, I mean, you guys are Cal buddies and shit.
No, I don't know. I'm just speculating like everybody else who don't really know for sure. Yeah. You know, I guess the biggest narrative out there is that he unhappy because he don't think he can win. Like, he trying to get pieces to win and they maybe not doing it right.
I mean.
Then it makes me think, like, oh, yeah, because Aaron is Aaron, right? We can Google him, right? Yeah. So he has that same, I'm going to win chip on my shoulder, like I'm getting shit done, right? So imagine now he later in his career. So now, you know, because before he was just like us, you know, just kind of going along. Maybe he even knew more as being a quarterback.
Right. He's probably in more meetings than we in.
Yeah, right.
You know?
So now he's to the point where he sees it too. Like, hey, all we need is this. All I need is this, and this. Like, I know guys let me, and then they just saying, no, Aaron, I think we're going to do it our way. And then they picking dudes who he knows ain't like him. Right. And because they don't know how to find it, only he know how to.
And they're picking replacements for him.
Yeah.
With no guarantees going into his final, after he then gave you an MVP year.
Right.
So, like, I mean, it's the only problem. Look, I understand where his standpoint is, right? But I don't know exactly what it is, right? So I'm not going to comment and make it say. But if it's that, then I understand it. But then also, like, if this was a different player in a different position doing this, of a different type of player, I don't think we'd be asking like these type of questions: who's right and who's wrong. Yeah, majority of motherfuckers be like, he needs to get his ass in there and play. Yeah. He needs to be at camp, right? Yeah. But because it's Aaron. They're pussyfooting around with this saying, we're hoping he shows up. Yeah. You know, they wouldn't be that we're hoping Nick Barnett showing up. Nah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
motherfucker better get his ass here.
I bet if Cam Newton was doing that, it wouldn't be, I don't think they would be doing the same way. I mean, I'm talking about even in Cam Newton's MVP years. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that, I think that the narrative would be a lot different.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just, and I'm not trying to stir up nothing, but these are patterns that we see.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna leave that at. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. That's
so,
real.
but and I'm with Aaron, but I'm with the Packer organization too. But who are we really with? Because no one's saying what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Let us in. If this is the organization that's owned by the people, give us a little more details. Exactly what's the complication? What's going on? You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear. Like it's owned by the team, owned by the people. Let's hear it. Tell us so we know who to root for.
Is it? And I wish I did more research on it. Is it really owned by the people? Like, what's that like?
I don't want to get into, but there's stock, there's more than one owner.
Yeah.
It's a board, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not owned by one person and a board, but the stocks, it's weird. The stocks don't actually go up and down at the corporation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like, you can't actually own real stock.
Yeah.
You own a paper stock. You don't own a percentage of the team though. It's weird.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand.
Right.
Yeah. How it is, but I know there's board member of people, what I'm saying, that control the team, not just, and then there's the president, basically that type of thing. But it's the closest thing we have to people owning a team.
Yeah, correct. And it's dope too that those same people are involved in the everyday operations on how they work with the bikes. You know what I'm saying? That's big. Like, that's huge. Because how else, you know what I mean? Like, you really be a part of it. And I can see how they feel like that.
Oh, for sure. But, it's their team.
But it's weird because you might edit this, but in the slavery days, like they try to say like
they own you,
like the slaves actually, y'all actually own some of this. Like we just go,
I own your ass. You don't own me, buddy. You pay me. I'm an employee. Yeah, you get out of here with that.
But I think at the end of the day, too, A-Rod is a he is an employee.
Right.
And whenever you a boss of your business, you can't really let the product really don't have a voice so much. You know what I'm saying? I think football, and that's why I think football is a revered sport, because it does have that sense of the top player is really at odds with the system, for the people kind of idea.
Because he wants to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fans want to win.
Yeah.
And they know if Aaron had a couple more tools, that that's what they feel. But I'm not trying to criticize anything because they still give me paychecks. But anyway, I was just playing. But I love y'all though. They want to win too.
Yeah.
And if their best player is telling them, if I had a Julio Jones to throw to, they're like, well, shit, why y'all not getting Julio Jones?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
I hope Jordan Love is good. We'll see.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like they telling you what it is. Like, he was out there, he didn't get him, so we saying that.
If
what that's the case, then no. Like,
you know what this is? Yeah. This is Aaron seeing what he did to Brett, taking that job, knowing that it's coming back to bite him in his ass.
Karma.
And no, I'm not going to let it take me out. Like it took him out. I'm going to take it out myself. So either y'all going to give me this or that. I want to control my future.
Yeah,
I want to do my own shit.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That could be a little bit of what it is. He's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Right?
Could be. Like, he's like, well, that. They're going to try to keep asking me, is he coming back? Is he coming back like they did Brett? And then slide me out of there.
Right.
and slide me, like he slid him in. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably see the writing on the wall.
He see it right on the wall.
Because I feel like you, like you said, you knew. Like I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
I knew, but I didn't want to believe it. So when it happened, I was like shocked. But it was something about it was like, damn, I knew it, but I just didn't get why.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, y'all, the reason why it can't be right, and then and then I knew it was this business, whatever. But what pissed me off, they see that thing like, we cut you. You wasn't, and it was like 2 boxes they can check, like injury or something. And it was like, you didn't do your job, and they clicked that one. I was like, oh, y'all, see, that's
bullshit.
But anyway, it's a business though. So at the end of the day, the bosses, I think to the people Aaron Rodgers had, he's this figure. He has, like, if you looking at patterns, there'll be another you.
Right.
Just like there was a Brett, it was another one. There will be another you. And you know why?
Yeah.
Because when you're a boss at this level, you just create them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't need you. I'll get it, Aaron. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there'll be another Aaron in 2 or 3 years.
Fox here. We got one.
Yeah.
Pump this. You feel me?
Yeah.
Do what y'all do. ESPN, here you go.
Right.
Get this. And then,
Right.
right? Because like we said, like I didn't know you. It was until I got to play with you.
Right.
Right. So, you know, that's a lot of people.
They create the you know, I mean, let's call a spade. They create players, the aura around it, right? By because, you know, we've been in those pre-production meetings, right? They're set up for. Not everybody gets to go to those pre-production meetings, right? The team decides, really. They may ask a couple of them, like, no, we want you to talk to so-and-so. We want you to talk to him. Yeah. So that when you go on air, the player that they're trying to pub, they got, oh, yeah, I talked to him last night and he said this. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So it's built. But, I mean, it's part of their job, too. They got to market. They got to sell jerseys. Yeah. They get, you know, to sell characters, you gain fans. Fans relate to players. Yeah. Players, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, it's a business
model.
That.
Yeah. It's transactional.
Yeah.
It's a business.
I wish I knew a little bit. I'd been a little bit more relatable, maybe.
Yeah, like if I'd have knew that, I had no idea that. Like I just didn't know that this existed.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it. Oh man, so all kids out there, man, if any of y'all listening to it. But at first too, you had to have a game.
You got to have a game.
You got to have a game around it so they can pump. They can pub you. Yeah. But they can't pub everybody. They just. Yeah, you know, there's levels to it, and the ones who get it,
don't give them a reason not to.
Yeah, that's why they special. So make sure you know, and sometimes, and so this takes me to another topic, right?
Yeah.
How do players do you like if manufacturing that kind of thing like a business, like if you treated the NFL like a business, like in the real sense of a business, would that take away from who you are as a player and what players sacrifice that? Like I would never sacrifice to be business for.
No, because if I did, I wouldn't have risked my body as much as I did, right? Like I used to, like you have to have that part of football where it's like I'm really playing for a team. I'm playing for dudes. You know what I'm saying? My guys, you know what I'm saying? We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause sometimes the best business decision is not to win games. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or to put your body out there to get smacked. You just try to throw in an elbow in between three horses. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's pointless.
It's pointless, right? But like when you out there trying to win, you're like, I'm just gonna stick my neck right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, do stupid stuff because you're trying to win a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I fell in love with the game about too, is that sacrifice of like, you know what I'm saying, that get up off the cut block, turn over and just get ran over, but still pull the tackle down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you did it and you get up and you're like, yeah, I saved him. You know what I'm saying? We got another opportunity to try to make a play. So there's like, you get like, it's hard though to in that time to have those two switches.
Right.
Because if you like sometimes like you have a bomb ass game, but you feel like you play like shit. But that's just because that's that it in you, right? And it's hard to go back in the locker room and be like, turn it like you didn't play like shit. And just be like, all right, guys, you know, look, man, I'm, you know what I mean, flash into a whole other character. But you really like, man, I should have made all them tackles. I had 15, I should have had 25. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, if you really the interview, really, I didn't play like shit today, bro. I should have had 25 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 interceptions. Right. But I don't give a fuck that we won by 40 points. Because you're mad because you didn't play. You know what I'm saying? You could have played a lot better, and that's the players I want. But like I wish I was able to. You know, dial that little marketing thing. We walk in there and just pow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Guys, we were out there. It's all about us, the team. You know, that kind of, right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just flip it and do it. And it's easy to do it though when you balling. You got a good day. You be like, hey, I'm doing interviews today. I'm out here. Yes. 15 tackles. Come on. Why are you talking to him? I'm right here, you know? So, you know, but when you don't do good, it's like, you gotta funnel. That's the business side of it. Yeah.
Okay. I got a question for you, right? So being a first round draft pick, right? Being, a staple on the team. Did you ever feel like if you made too many mistakes, like in the game or something, you would get cut, or like you would be looked at differently?
You know what? I always had that where when I first got in there, like first of all, I didn't even play middle linebacker, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in here. Like I was scared, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like I was 215 a year ago, playing outside, like really covering slots, basically, and like playing outside to the field. I just went to the field, like whatever the biggest field part, but whatever. And then I was playing in the middle, going down. They was running Houston draw every play with big ass 245, 260 pound, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big fullbacks. Like it was like the end of that era. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the big motherfuckers, that big thick neck motherfuckers, you're like, oh, that nigga play fullback. As soon as you see him, like, oh, he played fullback for sure. Like there was no other, those are the type of guys I ran into. But after somebody told me that, it was like, I don't know why you out here acting fucking scared. You the first round pick. They not gonna cut your ass. And as soon as they said that to us, I said, oh, I'm about to shoot every motherfucking gap. And I just started shooting. I just like, fuck it. Like, cause they want you to succeed. Like, cause they pick you, right? Like, it's like, so if you go and you make the play, no matter where you shot that shit or came from it, they're happy because they did a good job.
Oh man, you felt like that?
Yeah. I felt like it was like, well, that year I did. I was making every play though, cause I was just running to the ball, right? Like, remember I said I had that cloud where it's like, I knew what the play, not the play was they're running, but like I knew what our basic responsibilities was, but I didn't fit in it. Like it just moved. And like I'm finding the ball, bro. Yeah. Like if I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna find it. So, but the hardest part was I did fuck up sometimes in coverage because you did try to shoot and make a play and cost them. But yeah, I knew they wasn't gonna cut me. But I wanted to start, you know what I'm saying? That was like my whole thing when I got in. I wanted to play football, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't be a first round and then you ain't even gonna touch the field. You know, that's what my biggest thing was. I didn't even think I was gonna be a first rounder, but then I was like, all you hear about like the first round flops, right? Like, damn, that nigga getting paid. Like, you know, you talking on the sideline, like, that nigga, they paid him? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it wasn't going to be me.
That's crazy, right? Because what round was you projected to go?
It was second day, like third, fourth, fifth. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that was a total surprise to you.
Hell yeah, I was just joking. I went in the room every pick to the Packers pick. I grabbed a hat from, you know, because you do the combine. I was like, yeah, nigga, it's going. I'm going. Nobody was at the house. Just I'm still in my pajamas. So I'm thinking the second day. I didn't even get up for the first couple picks, honestly. But man, I put that Packer hat on. Reggie McKenzie called. I was like, what? That nigga's tripping for real. It was crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, I was an exciting. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It's a blessing, right? I did, but you know what though? Like it's like when you say it's a blessing, but you do have to put in a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of sacrifices are made out in that process, and there's a lot of people out there that do it that don't get the blessings, right? That whatever, that happens. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be scared to fail. So you gotta go out there and do it. It just feels good to actually to work hard at something and like that big of something and actually get there. Right. Like it feels like there's nothing you can't accomplish no more once you do that, right? Like it's like, bro, anything I want to do, I feel like I can do.
Right. Nah, that's
why I'm out here hacking golf balls.
Right. And that's why I like to coach. And because I want the players, like if you're a football player, I want you to have the same thing. Like have a goal, know what it feels like to work for it, to have the setbacks, to keep working, to just keep getting up, and then one day you're gonna wake up and like, oh shit, I'm right there. I got what I've been chasing, like, and it can happen. So that's why I want to tell these kids, like, no matter where you at, where you from, what's your family life like. I know all that stuff affects you. It does, and it's probably I can't even talk about it because I haven't really experienced it as much as a level as somebody else. But I know this. If you put your mind to it and you manifest it and you put the work in, you can get it.
You can get it.
And so I'm all these like underprivileged kids, like this is the motto.
Well, this is the only how you can get it.
Right.
There's no other kind of like, so you got to, you got to.
You got to change your way of thinking about a lot of things, a lot about emotional stuff that's in your life that's blocking you, about all of the, the world is kind of a facade, all of the, like they're not telling you the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find the truth and then live your truth to the best of your ability.
Live your truth and live based upon, your morals, right? And hopefully they're good morals, right? Hopefully they're, saying right from wrong, but morals is such a gray area. But and be true, treat people how you want to be treated in this process as you climb the ladder, right? Because people remember like how you got there. You know what I'm saying? Like don't stomp on people to get there.
Right.
Just get there on a good, merit, should I say? Yeah. Good word.
Well, yeah, now we can wrap this up, man. Appreciate you.
Man. I appreciate you bringing me out here to Yocha Dehe. How you say it, man? Yocha Dehe? I don't know, but that golf course is off the chain, though. And no lie, I went over there. They took care of me. So it's like, oh, you over here for the Bishop thing? I was like, yeah, for sure. It was like, we'll put it on his tab. And I was like, all right, cool, hell yeah. But it was nice, man. I like coming out here to the Bay Area all day, especially come see. I was expecting to see the little ones out here, man.
I think we're going to go get them. They're gonna be here tomorrow.
I see the child life-proof iPad over there. And
right.
That's the babysitter.
Right.
That's what's up, man. Hey, holla at me, man. Look me up. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, where can the people find you?
I'm actually, you know what? I don't even be on social media like that, but I do a lot of stuff like on my Twitter and on my Instagram, Nick Barnett, LB as a linebacker. So, if y'all want to hit me up, be on there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be just mostly promoting my kids now and golf and my little struggle with bowling and golf and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much like everybody right now, So if you want to hit me up on there.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Beasty Bish podcast. I started this podcast with the hope of sharing stories of my life after the NFL, as well as share the stories of all the many amazing and interesting people I've had the pleasure of meeting throughout my career. Thank you to our producer, Sam Lutman of Painless Podcast, for making this podcast possible. Be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast and share it with others. For more information about me and the Desmond Bishop Foundation, check out my website at desmondbishop55.com.